Hello all, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Fallout 3 with FrozenFoxy. Last time we left off, we were looking at this massive looking city over here, which is called Rivet City, and we're about to find out what it holds for us. It's been a long time that we have been waiting to come here. Many hours, but now we're here.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City.
I am your father. Oh, no, I'm looking for my father.
And who might your father be? If he lives on this boat, I know him.
He doesn't live here. He came to see Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee, eh? Well, then I guess you'd have to ask Dr. Lee for more information. Go on up, then. She's probably in the science lab. But keep your nose clean, you hear me?
I will try. Is there a shower in the city? Because it has been a long time. I've been traveling the wastes, and there's been dirt everywhere, and, you know, it was just crazy. So, do you happen to know the city's history, by any chance?
I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now.
Uh-huh. So, why'd you all decide to live on this old rusty tub?
We're the safest, most secure city in the wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
Cool, cool. Thanks for the help, dude.
Carry on, then.
I certainly will. Just don't shoot at me.
Everything looks okay here.
Does it? Little dark out there. I can't really tell. Here, let me turn on a light for you. Nope, still can't tell. You sure everything's okay? Alright then. I always get lost on this place because it's rather large. There's lots and lots and lots of places to go. And I know there's signs and all, but I still somehow manage to get lost in this place. So let's see here. Below us we have the Muddy Rudder. We have the Science Lab over that way. I'm guessing that's something else, I think. We have the Capital Preservation Society over in the same direction of the Science Lab. We have the Weatherly Hotel up above and the bridge up above. And Marketplace is over this way. I'm guessing that the Marketplace was what was locked. And I don't want to piss off people just now, so I'm going to avoid unlocking that. Alright, let's see here. Common room. I need to turn off my light because that's making it glare. St. Monica's Church and the Science Lab. Well, let's get to that Science Lab. See if we can't find a certain Dr. Lee to tell us where our father has gone off to. This is locked, and no one cares if I open it. Well then, I guess I will have to do that, huh? And I'm gonna bust this. I am not even finding a sweet spot here. Oh wait, there we go. Getting a little bit closer. Possibly down this way. Aw, busted it. Alright, well, at least we know where it is about. A little further. Come on. I'm gonna open this. I swear it. No. There we go. Alright. So, mainly just drugs. Actually, I don't know why I didn't take everything. Alright, let's see. Get rid of that. What do we have here? I've got lots of cigarettes in this place, which is fine with me. I can always use more caps to compound upon my thousands, which I will probably never use. But I like being rich in the wasteland because it makes me feel
And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
feel a lot better about myself in the wasteland.
Okay here.
Able to buy anything I want whenever I want. Actually, it's more just because I need to refill stim packs once in a while. Especially when there's reavers about. Jesus. Science lab, church, preservation. So what's down this way then? A door.
Want to do some buff out? Maybe a little psycho?
Well, we have managed to find the druggie. What's up, druggie?
Who are you? Got any psycho? I could really use a fix, but I'm broke. Haha, I run the chem shop, but I'm broke and can't buy chems.
How can you not take some of the chems that you're... I don't even know how that works, because, you know, you could just take the chems if you're selling them. Anyway, here, have some psycho.
Thanks, man. I really need this fix.
Apparently I lost karma for doing that. I'm a jerk. I'm helping to fuel his habit. Alright, so why are you guys living on this boat?
It's a place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world.
Yeah, someone already tried that, and it didn't work out so well because I came there and killed a tree. A tree who was not a tree at all. Of course, there were other trees there afterwards, but everyone got so depressed, I'm sure the plants are all dying because they're not watering them. Yeah, anyway, I'm trying to find out the city's history. Could you help?
Huh? History? What history? There's no history here, man.
And you are way too high for me to ask you any questions, so I've got to run, Polly.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure you do. You're like... maybe a reference to Pauly Shore or something? I could see that. So apparently him and Cindy are getting it on.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Exactly. Surprising he just didn't take the psycho that was sitting right here. There is a ton of stuff right here, but I am not going to go and take all of it. What's up, Cindy?
Have you seen my husband, Polly?
Oh, he's your husband? Okay.
I'm Cindy. I mean, Cindy Cantelli. I have a quick fix. I mean, I run a quick fix. Anyway, you were saying?
Wow. Yeah. Awesome. I like you. You're funny. I assume you sell chems.
Yeah, Polly and I. Our shop is in the market. Boy, that sounded dumb. Where else would our shop be? Anyway, thanks. For being nice, that is.
Your shop could totally be on the poop deck or something. I mean, that would be a good place to put it. Of course, it might get a little dirty outside, especially with the fallout dust. You never know. So, your husband's kind of an addict.
He's hopeless. I have to keep him away from the shop, or he'll rob us blind. One of these days, he's going to end up dead.
Are you going to be the one that's shooting him? It's kind of cruel. Well, can you tell me about the city's history, though?
Well, I don't really know, to tell the truth. How does any city get started, really? But I've heard Bannon talk about how he was responsible for its success. So I'd ask him about it.
Bannon. Alright. Is his name Bruce, by any chance? I think it's supposed to be Banner. Anyways, I gotta go.
Yeah, see ya.
See you later. I'll just close that door since you're gonna go to sleep. Alright. So we've got someone to look for now. A Bannon. Anyway, let's head over to the science lab and see if we can't find Dr. Lee. Sounds like someone's having an argument down here. You know, since I'm doing so much talking, I should probably put on proper apparel for this, you know? Everyone knows that this is the best way to talk to people. No better way than this. I mean, come on. What else would you be wearing when you're talking to people?
Don't go about your runaway robot till we
Hey, Dr. Lee, I've been looking for you. Where are you going? Hey, get back here.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you?
Maybe.
What are you doing here?
I didn't know that my father had blue hair and, strange nightwear on all the time, but okay. So, you know my father? Have you seen him?
Well, yes, of course I do. Don't you know who I am?
Sort of.
I suppose James never told you. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your father many years ago. Your mother as well, in fact. You'll have to forgive me, this has all been very stressful. What with your father suddenly showing up here after being gone for so long. You have to understand that we put all of that behind us. Project Purity, our work, all of it. We've moved on, even if your father hasn't.
Project Purity, huh? I wonder what that's about. Let's see here. Alright. I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't?
No.
I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
It wasn't going so well, so I kind of had to leave. But this isn't really about me. This is about my father. How is he? Or where is he?
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me.
Jeez, lady, come on. I'm sorry, could you please tell me where he's gone?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where's that old lab?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Well, you know, I think I'm gonna probably have to go there anyway. Could you tell me more about my parents, though?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
What was my father like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again.
Don't know, maybe it's because I was growing up and he was like, well, you know, I gotta make the world good for my child and then everything will be great and then he can come out of the vault. So I never knew my mother, though. What can you tell me about her?
Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
That's too bad. I was kind of excited to meet her too, but, you know, things didn't work out. There was lots of blurriness, and my eyes didn't go that direction. Someone was holding me, and it just wasn't happening at all. But, what exactly did happen? Not that I wasn't there.
Complications from childbirth.
Yeah.
None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
Well, that's too bad. I understand. I'm sure you did everything you could.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
Well, at least you're nice about it. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
We'll be back in just a second. Ooh, that was close. Had to sneeze there. Alright. Um, is there any way you could help me out by any chance?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own.
All
I
right.
don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or your chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Well, that's kind of bitchy. I mean, come on, isn't there anything you could do to help?
I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's not
Nice.
much, but it might make things easier for you.
I like stim packs. That's good. I'd like to know a little bit more about you, though.
What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell.
Miss
Your
Flustered.
father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now.
All right. Could you tell me about this project that you worked on with my father?
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What was the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water.
Wow.
It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
It sounds difficult already, and I don't know what you're saying is more difficult than it could already sound, so that must be really difficult, considering that it sounds difficult. So why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
So why did you stop working on it? What happened? Not that I can't make assumptions already.
You happened.
Eh.
It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier.
Well, that blows. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
What is this lab, and what are you doing here anyway, considering you're not working on Project Purity?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
Well, that's nice. So, what kind of place is Rivet City?
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
Alright. Can you tell me anything about the city's history?
I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
Right. Also, some of you may be noticing that I'm skipping this on every single person I'm talking to. I'm not really supposed to know about this. The game is just telling me that. Anyway, I gotta go.
Good luck finding your father.
Sometimes the game lets you know things that you shouldn't know.
And your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please.
It's a
stand
carrot.
aside.
So anyway, there is a nice little bobblehead right over here, but we're not touching that right now.
What was at stake? The technology in that android?
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance
Wow.
and facetiousness.
This science lab is pretty awesome.
For shiny paint job indeed.
Got fresh things in the radiated wasteland.
Imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
Real science? This looks pretty real to me. Hey, how's it going, dude?
You there.
What?
What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered.
Yeah, kind of like you.
Are you by any chance for hire?
For hire? That, depends. What exactly are we talking about here?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.